Peace, yo. I ran out of storage, so I cut the video, but we back for the part two. And where I left off on was lust is the whole reason we're at the point we're at right now. Because lust is one of the biggest tools of dissension. Lust is one of the biggest things you have to conquer within your journey of self mastery. And lust is what caused my ancestors, the Moors, the group of us who were elected to civilize these human beings when they were in Europe, when they first came out the Caucasus Mountains. The Moors, some of them started falling into lust when we were civilizing these human beings, and particularly these human being women, because the white woman is made in the image of the black woman. So when we started reversing their genetics, you feel me, removing all the fur, and they started standing upright, looking more and more like us, being more and more civilized. You know, the white woman started looking very beautiful, very attractive to the gods. And some of the gods, which they call the Watchers in their Bible, so they tell you this story in different versions, right? They started sleeping with these human being women. You feel me? And they would create demigods, and, you know, that's a whole nother thing. And I'm a demigod, but really I'm a soul. So anytime a god mixes with a human being, they create a vessel worthy of a soul. So my species are souls before the body. Blacks, Latinos are the soul. That's the being that we are speaking through you. I mean, speaking through our body to you. I said speaking through you. But yeah, that's the being that we are, like speaking through our body. We aren't our body. We're speaking through our body. And the consciousness we are is the soul. And the soul is a piece of the universe. And that's what makes us God. Blacks, Latinos. For we are a piece of life itself connected to all of life. So, with that being said, right? These human being women started looking very attractive to the gods. And so they started to sleep with these human being women. They started to tell these human being women our secrets, you know, our magic, how to use our technologies. Just all these secrets that they had no business knowing, these human being women. The Moors told them through pillow talking and through sleeping with these women. And what did those women do? Those human being women, within their nature, they went and told it to their white man. You know, their real species. The ones that we're really loyal to. Because you're going to be loyal to your own above all. For the most part. 9 times out of 10, people are going to ride for their own above all. Unless it is that you're our species, Blacks, Latinos, in a state of self-hatred and coonery, trying to, you know, please the oppressor. But that's to the side. For the most part, people are going to ride for their own. And so these white women went back and told the white man all the secrets they were learning from the gods they were sleeping with. And that's why we even got to this very state we're in right now. Lust. Lust is one of the biggest weapons that was used to have us fall to this state. And with that being said, lust is, again, one of the biggest tools of dissension. Lust is one of the biggest ways to get into your soul, into your being on the deepest of levels. It's the biggest way to corrupt your energy or heal your energy if you do divine sexual energy with a beautiful connection to an actual, partner that you're actually really connected to and really divinely love. Because there's nothing inherently wrong with sex, but it's the corruption of sex and the portal it opens for devilish, succubus, low vibrational energies to go through to then attach onto you and latch onto you and corrupt you from the inside out. That's a problem with it. It's not that sex is bad, it's that sex is a portal within itself, that while it is that we're in this physical plane, with the current state it's in, with all these low vibrational entities around, when you participate in sex and you aren't, protecting your energy, protecting your space, making sure not to let energies outside of you into your relationship, you or your partner. When you're not doing those things, it can be very easy for energies outside to get into you through sex, because it's a portal, right? So this is why when it is that I chose to sell myself, it was such a deep spiritual thing, because it was like a spiritual agreement to open myself up within the belief that I needed money so much, or a physical vanity item, a physical pleasure, a physical illusion so much that I sold my divinity, I sold my connection to source, I sold my natural magnetism and ability to attract, and I sold my ability, well, not ability, but I sold part of my connection to the divine feminine, because naturally I'm very in tune with the feminine. I'm straight above all, and I want to go back to being fully straight, because now I open myself up to energies of letting in all these weird, corrupted, lustful energies that are starting to get into my mind, of even thinking in ways that are outside of myself. But the thing is, I'm not even actually attracted to men, and it's a big turnoff. But it's just like the fact that I even opened myself up to it. It's like now it's like you already did it. You already opened yourself up, and now it's just like I'm trying to cleanse fully from it, because I want to go back to feeling how I felt within all my power, and how much I felt within my divine masculine energy before I went and sold myself. But like I was saying in the prior video, everything can be cleansed and healed. I release the energy of anyone outside of me who's coming from a low vibrational state to talk shit or be hateful or be nasty. That's just y'all within y'all nasty energy, and all the energy you put out is just going to poison your own self, and it's just exposing the nasty state you're in. When you spew nasty energy towards me for any reason in any way, all you're doing is exposing the nasty frequency you exist within, and I merely even can choose to even give attention to it. Y'all are on the outside looking in. Peace to y'all. Y'all have no effect on my reality. I rebuke you all. You feel me? With that being said, I now elect and choose to fully tune into Mother Universe and reclaim all my power from choosing to sell myself. Sure, it might be hard. It might be a battle. It might not. It's not going to be easy, because you open yourself up to Satan. You open yourself up to this world, to where it got an even closer link to you to try to reach into you and corrupt you. But all you have to do is beam into the source you come from, cleanse and tune even more into higher vibration, high frequency. These beings cannot travel up to high frequency. They can only get in reach with you when you're on a low frequency. That's why they do so much to attack you with gluttony, Ayante, myself, because through you eating the man-made food, you then fall into a frequency to be susceptible to this low vibrational reality and all the things that exist within it. But when you're in that high vibrational reality, super tapped in nature, eating fruits, none of these things that exist within this low vibrational reality are even there with you. You rise above it all, and you have to first even choose to eat the food to then have everything else within the domino effect start to come back. All those low vibrational realities I'm fighting now, they only exist through me first choosing to eat the food, which then puts me in that low frequency. So all I have to do is rise into a high frequency and fully integrate myself into that frequency, to where I'm not falling back down to a low frequency, and I'm building permanent residence within my higher self and higher frequency, where I rise above all these low vibrational realities within this corrupted energy of lust, and just all of these low vibrational realities within any low vibrational energy that's feeding on my soul, whether it be gluttony, lust, addiction to technology, feeding my life force to people who do not value my energy, through feeling a pull to over talk to people outside of me, or be inspired to go around them and even interact with them and energize them, and where they just absorb my energy but don't actually value I or want me around. Shit like that. But the most important thing is generally the cleansing from this lust, from this Baphomet energy of corrupting myself through choosing to partake in, having sex with another man for money, and just in general, even without the money, in all the ways I chose to participate in that energy because it's not the natural way. I didn't even want to do it to begin with. I am more than attracted to women. It's just that I really wanted, a girl so much that I was so lustful through being exposed to porn at such a young age and, becoming chronically addicted to masturbation, to be honest, and just being so in my sacral chakra and controlled by lust that I sold myself short to feel that physical stimulation and pleasure through any form of, because men have, I'm being blunt, let's be mature, men have a mouth, men have, and so I just want to experience putting my, my dick into something, to be honest. I'm just being a role. And that's what even got me into that state, because I was so lacking in discipline and lacking in connection to life and myself and the divine feminine that I sat here and chose to participate in a really nasty, lustful, corrupted energy. And again, it is my own belief that, and my own feeling that gay and lesbian, being attracted to the same sex, is purely lust. And it isn't the actual attraction that exists within how I'm attracted to a girl. Because I'm not even attracted to men, period. Like, I'm not actually attracted with them. I want to actually want to be with them in any way, shape, or form. It's just when I'm horny and doing the lustful thing. And now it's like, that doesn't even, because I already experienced a little bit of what I did. And it's like, I more so just wanted to experience it to do it. And now that's out the way, it's like, I wish I never even did to begin with. And it doesn't even, it's not even, it's just ew. It doesn't even, like, ew. Like, it isn't even doing it, like, it for me at all. It's just fucking nasty and disgusting. I don't even know how people, maybe I can see how girls can be attracted to other girls. I don't see how men can generally be attracted to other men. Like, I generally just see it as, for me, it's generally the stimulation of feeling the actual stimulation in my sacral to then reach climax, which, you could stimulate yourself by touching yourself. So if you're rubbing and friction and just picturing that it's sex, even though it would be with a man, but I'm just picturing the energy of sex outside of it just being just I was just settling for the energy of sex, period. That's what it was. So it didn't have to do with actually being gay in the sense of people were actually gay and attracted to men, because that's a whole different reality. I wasn't even in that type of energy. It would be more so just a thing about be really super horny, and there might be someone around I who was in a state to where they were also like that, to where we then, did something, and after, it was like, it wouldn't even be spoken about or addressed, and it was kind of like stuffed under the carpet, and it was like we were both just in a weird state, and I don't know, the shit was just weird. But what I'm talking about with that isn't even me selling my body. That was before I sold my body, because there was, little things I did here and there where I experimented. But when I sold my body, that's the thing I'm talking about with the whole thing of why I feel the way I feel, energetically corrupted, the gateway I opened up in my mind I'm talking about, and the association with selling myself for money. Because now it's like I built a link, like an etheric cord, like a connection to that energy of a bridge in my mind of a quick way to get money, or a quick way for like stimulation and pleasure, or a quick way to just feel like I'm doing something and not just stuck in the house when I choose to eat man-made food, and I'm no longer in that high vibrational frequency of being guided to connect to nature. Because when I fall into low vibration and eat man-made food, it's like I feel like I'm just stuck in the house. But when I'm eating fruits and I'm connected to nature, it's like I'm so connected to the energy of life. It's like I'm being guided to this path of this journey of going all outside, super tapped into nature. Even when I'm inside, it's like I'm just tapped into these high vibrational frequencies, enlightening my mind, opening my chakras, meditating. It's like I'm walking this divine path that's not binded by the physical environment around me, to where I'm trying to create a reality that overshadows this current physical state I'm in. It's like I'm trying to build a reality from the high frequency I connect to, but then I'll fall back into the low frequency, to where in that low frequency I'm then more in this physical environment, to where then I'm like all susceptible to being bored on the phone, scrolling on the phone, trapped inside, that type of energy, right? So with that being said, I just have to cleanse from this lustful corruption and fully connect to source and nature and fully connect to my soul. And I can do that from this present moment and come with an energy of, from this moment forward, I completely start with a new, fresh, cleansed slate. You feel I? The only thing that would even have me think about the whole thing of selling my body and, the grinder app and even going into that energy is when I'm in a low energy or a low point, to where I'm susceptible to those low thoughts that come in my mind of thinking I'm not going to attract all the abundance I need and that I'm going to need to sell myself to make money. But that's an illusion. I don't need to do that. You feel me? All I have to do is connect to God, Mother Nature, and Mother Universe and walk on that divine path and prove to myself the existence of Mother Nature, which I already am pretty much certain of. It's just that right now I ate some bullshit and I'm not in my higher self fully. But once I open up my third eye fully and I fully tune into my higher self and I start walking my divine path, everything I want is going to come to I. All the abundance is going to flow into I's life. All these doorways are going to open up. All these gateways are going to open up within abundance. I'm going to unlock all these streams of abundance and energy and attraction. And everything I want is going to be given to I, fruitful and plentiful. Mother Universe is going to look out for I in ways I can't even imagine. I just have to walk the journey and be serious about it. But so word, from this moment forward, I am cleansing from the remnants of the energy of me choosing to sell myself and going on the Grindr app, and just in general the energy of me entertaining the lustful corruption of, same-sex Baphomet energy. Because above all, the biggest thing is that, it's not nature to be gay. And I'm not saying that within a hateful energy. I'm saying that within the energy of me connecting to Mother Nature, the truth of life, my species, Anunnaki gods and goddesses, just me tapping into, if you want to call it, this spiritual journey I'm on, and just spirituality. Because it's not spirituality, it's life. Spirituality boxes things in when life is spirituality, and spirituality isn't really embodying what life is. It's just a word to try to describe what life is, right? So life is life, and the truth of life is what I'm connecting to, the truth of energy and what life actually is, and the energy being I am. And within connecting to that, the truth is the woman and the man. And man and woman is an artificial state that has been forced upon my species. And now the ones who are in that state, there's nothing wrong with them if they choose to remain in that state, even after being awoken to the fact that it's not natural. There is nothing wrong with that. But it is that the truth is that it isn't natural. And I personally love the divine feminine and want so much to find a beautiful goddess to give myself to and protect and create a whole lineage and kingdom with. Like, I want a girl so much, bro. Like, I really do. Like, that's why I do all this for, to be honest. Like, that's like gonna be like the biggest, that's like the biggest piece I'm missing. That's like the biggest thing that's gonna put everything together. You feel me? It's like I'm building up my kingdom, but then the woman, the goddess I attract, she's gonna be the one who presses play on everything. Like, she's gonna be the one who gives life to everything. She's gonna be the reason I'm doing it for. You feel me? Like I can't even express just how attracted I am to a woman, and I don't need to prove that to anyone. And that's why I feel how I feel with the fact that I chose to do what I did, because I'm not gay. So it's like, I just wish I never even did it, because I want to cleanse from that energy fully so I can fully connect to my divine masculinity in the way I was. Like, I want to, and it's not like I can't. You feel me? And I need to let go of the societal programs and beliefs of associating my masculinity with, all these things of, you feel me? Because being a real man isn't necessarily about, all the bravado, macho. Being a real man is channeling real divine energy and just really connecting to the divine masculine. And, being a leader, being in your power, being a divine, basically masculine energy is real, but it isn't the way we've been shown in this world of the toxic masculinity. But masculinity in itself is real. You feel me? And there is a real healthy way to go about being a real man. And I want to really connect to that energy and embody that. But just in general, just deeper than that, I just really want to attract my goddess, you feel me? I really want to attract the girl who's meant for me. Or just in general, I just want to attract experience with women in general, because I haven't even really got to experience that much with women. You feel me? Like, generally, I haven't. I've been in my own world to myself, and I'm too pure, so it's not like I couldn't have gotten girls. It's just that, like, I turn down a lot of artificial shit, and I don't operate in that fake frequency that most people operate in. So I push most people away, and a lot of these girls entertain all these other guys, so I don't even want to talk to them because I be feeling away. I kind of be in my ego, but it's not even just ego, because there isn't necessarily anything wrong with wanting someone to actually be attracted to you and not be all up in everyone else's face. So for me, it's like I want a girl who actually is genuinely attracted to I, and isn't just someone who's looking for anyone, and then when they're around I, it's no, I want a girl who's actually really real and really is focused on I and really wants I. And everything is mind, and everything can be attracted. So all I have to do is just really tune in with Mother Universe and attract and manifest that reality, and I will attract a beautiful goddess. But first I have to cleanse from all this lustful corruption. I have to fully tune into my higher self, and I have to walk this divine path. You feel I? And then all I want will come to I. So, word. We're cleansing from this lustful corruption. I'm cleansing from, all that gay energy. And I'm just being real, because I was acting in a gay energy. As much as I can be like, I'm not gay, I did gay shit. It's truthful. Even though I'm not attracted to men at all, especially romantically, at all. It was purely lust, but still, I opened myself up to that energy, and so I have to now deal with the consequences. But I am now cleansing out my space, my temple, and completely starting from a whole fresh new energy within connection to Mother Universe and Source. So thank you for everyone who tapped into this video, you feel me? I wish you all the best. Leave a comment if y'all want to talk about anything that I talked about in this video. If you want to build upon it, if you have any questions, if you want me to make a video on anything, if you just want to talk to me, period, just, you can always comment. I read the comments. It's just, sometimes it be smoothies and low vibrational people who are possessed by negative spirits in the comments, so it's like they believe in these toxic ass comments, and it'll just push me away from all the comments. But I do read the comments, and I do really value and appreciate all the high vibrational real souls and real spirits who are leaving real comments, you feel me? So yeah, thank you to you all, divine gratitude, and yeah, I'm tapping out. Peace.